Jasim, tell me when your team is ready here. We are calling the patient. خلاص. Bismillah.
On a tarmac in Egypt near Gaza, the ride out of the war zone has arrived. The worst they've endured starts to get better right here. Even if it all still hurts. 24 of the severely wounded and their families, so many of them kids, on their way to hospital in Qatar for advanced care. And the likes of 11-year-old Yahman Mahmoud Sharif with a fractured skull really needed. Everyone transferred right into the belly of a C-17, into what's effectively a flying emergency room for the 3-hour trip to Doha.
It's a little hard to process what they've all been through. Imagine to survive their injuries, to then be able to get out of Gaza, to then get on a list, to get on a flight like this one. There is relief in all of that, but also a lot of uncertainty and a lot of fear. What happens after they leave hospital? What will life be like? And crucially, will they ever be going back to Gaza?
They've left so many behind. Yahman's mom, Sabrine, says her husband was stopped at the border with Egypt.
Now she's alone with them, and his husband, he cannot enter here to the Egypt. They don't allow the man to cross the border. Only they want women only.
She could use some help because he's in trouble. The doctors say cranial bleeding is making him erratic, anxious. Not much, it seems, can console him.
And there is blood is inside. And now, you know, he don't know what he's doing.
So he has a skull fracture?
He was under
the rubble?
Yes.
Yahman was at home when an airstrike hit, collapsing the building on him. So agitated, they give him some light sedation. Fairly sure he'll have to head into surgery as soon as they land. Lots of concerned faces here, and maybe not just because of what's happened, but this whole experience. Imagine never having left Gaza, never having been on a plane before, and then being here. Dr. Jalal Al-Asai heads this operation. He recognizes the shaking and the noise here can sometimes be rough.
But for them, it's like, remind them about the situation there in Gaza because it's noisy and it causes a lot of noise. We had cases who, after they hear the takeoff sound of this one, collapsed because they remember the attacks during when they were in Gaza. So I believe they really remember what happened there when they hear the voice because it's very noisy.
No wonder some were terrified. And a few, like this woman who'd been able to sit at the beginning, ended up dizzy and unconscious. Hard to know what she endured before getting on this flight. While they work on her, her grandchild is in the arms of the Qatari Red Crescent. Part of caring is lightening the mood. It's Ramadan. We take off just as it's time to break the fast. So there's food and treats and a lot more smiles. One of the most remarkable smiles belongs to the very sunny 9-year-old Mahmoud Mohammed.
Mahmoud, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Did you catch what he said there? Sulhafi, he said. Journalist. He wants to be a journalist.
Yeah. He wants to be like you, and he wants to be a football player also.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you good at football?
هل انت شاطر في الكورة؟
كتير.
Yes.
كنت ألعبها.
Yes. Very good. Excellent. Perfect.
Who's your favorite player?
من لاعبك المفضل؟
محمد صلاح.
محمد صلاح.
Mahmoud's mom Noor quick to offer pictures of better days.
This is his favorite food. مقلوبة. Yes, called this one مقلوبة. Yeah.
Yum.
All that before the terrible December day when he was hit in an airstrike. Mahmoud lost both his arms.
His life become too much hard now.
In Doha, he'll get 2 prosthetics. He knows the plan and he's excited.
What will he do when he has his arms?
ويوم تركب هالعيادة إن شاء الله كيف تحس نفسك بتكون جميل وحلو يعني
كتير.
Yes,
بس ألعب كورة وأمسك كورة.
yes, he can call the ball, he can play football, everything. Wow, ما شاء الله محمود.
Perfect.
If this team looks like they have it all in hand, it's because this is the 19th medical evacuation flight sponsored by Qatar. The Emir has vowed to care for 1,500 wounded Palestinians. Accommodation built for the World Cup is being offered to them. The exhaustion on this plane is worn on all these faces and not just those of the patients. This war takes a toll on everyone, medical staff included.
The world these people have just come from is one of chaos and mayhem and violence, and they may not realize it, but once they arrive in Doha, each person here has been assigned a medical, social, and psychological team to help them get through what's ahead.
As they near the end of the flight, the relief of the team is real. Everyone on board is stable. With the hugs come sprigs of basil, something fresh and fragrant. More toys, a bit more last-minute care, and a welcome to Qatar. It's kind, but imagine just how bewildering all of this must be.